States of Biafra. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We made it. We made it. That's why we are Biafrans. What we did, we shocked them. We shocked the world. This is to show the world that what we do is not determined by an individual. When the spirit of Biafra leads us, we move non-stop. So we are in the Independence Week. It could last a week, it could last 2 weeks, it could last 3 weeks, it could last a month, but that 29th of November is sacrosanct. And there was a thing Biafrans decided to shoot it. Because of the history of this Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto, because of the lies and some of these little things they did to our PM, we can't trust nobody. We can't. Don't trust me. I'm not begging nobody to trust me. Yeah. And I'm not going to trust you, you know. But we, as Biafran, we are going to start to learn to trust each other. So, on behalf of our Prime Minister, His Excellency, the Obadobie, the Peace Ambassador, His Excellency Simon Ekpas, we Biafrans, we thank you and we greet you for bringing freedom to the United States of Biafra. Finland says, with their local zoo agents hanging around Finland, that our Prime Minister is inciting us. Inciting is the word. And they think if he doesn't talk to us, if they take away his phone, if they don't allow him to talk to any of us, then we are not going to be incited, right? That was their thought, right? That was their mentality, just like the zoo thought that when they take Onyendu and lock him up, we are not going to talk about Biafra anymore. Nobody is going to say anything about our freedom anymore. That is their mentality. So that little children's mentality that went into the Nigerian zoo government is now seeping into Finland somehow. But we have a message for them. If I am gone today, there are people that will be more deadly than me that will rise up to move this struggle. They do not understand, or they do understand, but they think they can suppress us. They think with this little shenanigans.
Go with the go so Herdsmen they kill us every day for them easy they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People were crying with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors. Something on the smell. Very soon now we go perceive when this government they cause my time bomb. We go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It is very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. I don't man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it on. Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. I go with the go so. Herdsmen they kill us every day for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises they run to? Move it up. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional ruler. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers.
which means they have been living in IDP camp for more than 19 years. And there is no plan of them going back to their ancestral land. This should be your concern, and not Biafra people sitting at home.
where there is destitution. We ask you for one brotherhood, one camaraderie, one bone, one blood, and one flesh of your children, the Efiks and the Bibios, the Izon, the Shekiri, the Isobos, and also those of them from Isoto. We are traveling all the way to the lands of Igala. We are moving on to Igede, to the territories of the Igbo land. All these come to rest upon this very earth. That negotiable sovereignty of the Republic of Biafra, that your will may be fulfilled in our time. All these we pray, all these we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, you must listen to that. Of course, you must go and listen to Simon Ekpas, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job.
Finally, all the blood-sucking demons in the Biafra land who have converged in the name of security thieves, but are causing deaths this period of our prayers. The land of Biafra will swallow all.
This meeting is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded.
And may all abounding blessings be for all true freedom fighters of the Biafra freedom in the name of Chukwuka. Long live Biafra, long live Martin Namdekano, long live Martin Simon Ekpas, long live the Biafra monarchs, custodians of culture and tradition, and sincere Biafra freedom fighters in the name of Chukwuka.
IPOB, one family. Biafrans all over the world. If we want safety and security, go to our donate.
How do you cage Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, I want to call that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. A freedom fight agitator who said that, look, he wants liberation for his people. Why are you incarcerating him? Why are you not going to arrest Fulani men? Look at the bomb blast in train blast in Abuja to Kaduna. Up to today, our people are still being kept by these bandits. Where are the security? Where is the president? Where is the security act to go out and rescue these people? Tell me what is happening. It is a shame. Tell me, Igbo, they went after him in the southwest and were able to stop him. At least we're not hearing about Igbo again. Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and have made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill. Just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed, more than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed. And then you want me to keep quiet. They want to intimidate us. I will never be intimidated. At least let me talk. If at the end nothing happens, and some of you are keeping quiet, keep quiet to your shame. But I want to say that the rest of Nigerians, you people are joking. I raised alarm in 2016 that these things were going to happen. What is it that I have not said? I have said it. If Nigerians want to get out of this, they should arise. Arise television, as your name implies. Arise and let us liberate ourselves. President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do it.
All right. Good evening. Welcome to the program. Because we are having some issues and we are going to go off and come back in the next 2 minutes. We're having some connection issues. And of course, a lot of people are not getting notification because of that. So we are going to go off and we're going to be back in 2 minutes time. Just hang around and hopefully you are going to get notification. This is going to be a groundbreaking exposition this evening. Very, very important that, you know, you wouldn't want to miss it. So it is going to be very, very, you know, mind-blowing exposition today. We are going to expose, to show you how the federal government of Fulani are defending supporting, sponsoring the terrorists, including even legally, at the ECOWAS court. So we are going to go off and we're going to come back in 2 minutes' time. Do not go away. See you.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. We would begin in a few minutes. Thank you.
for your patience. We'll begin in about 4 minutes. Thank you once again. Welcome everyone to tonight's event, and this is centered around our PM's appeal proceedings. Well, before we start, I want to urge every one of us to kindly rise for the national anthem. Thank you.
To heal the humanist cause.
Thank you. We would now observe a minute silence for our fallen heroes and heroines. May the souls of our heroes and heroines continue to guide us in all we do. May they protect us, protect our leaders, and at the end, may we win this battle against these demons that we are facing today. The US BDF anthem.
All hail Biafra, land of the rising sun. We love and cherish. We have vanquished our enemies. All hail Biafra.
Kindly recite our national pledge together.
Yes.
Thank you. Count of three if you get it together.
Mhm.
1.
My goodness. Please, can you mute yourself if you're talking? Thank you. Go
1.
ahead.
I'm speaking with you, I'm on the phone. Because
Can you unmute? Can you unmute?
without knowing that
Yes, 1, 2, 3.
Pledge.
Let's go ahead, please.
I pledge
I
loyalty
pledge
to the United
loyalty
States
to
of
the United States of Biafra,
and rising
land the rising
of
sun
history
high.
This meeting is being recorded.
Platform that, Lord, you will listen to our prayers and grant each their heart desires. You know how honest and how ready we are to do your will. Let your will be done in all that we are doing. And on this, we call on you as our Father, saying, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. We make this prayer through the name of Chukwu Okike Obiama. You say, in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Thank you so much. Honorable family, are you still there? I think Famdi had some issues with her connection, so
No, I think he's with Nelly. She's there.
no, I cannot find Famdi here. So maybe she might want to log in again. But I'm here on standby to admit her to the room. Honorable Mouthpiece, can you see Famdi?
Let's see, kicked her out.
I'm looking for her. Looking for her. She's not.
Not here.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll call her real quick. Thank you.
Good afternoon from here, my people.
Good afternoon, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, I spoke with Famdi now. She's gonna try to log back in just as soon as possible. So she's on it. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Honorable Famdian is in.
I'm back.
Disappeared.
They did something in that community. I didn't really read it. I didn't know. All right. Thank you and welcome, genuine, beloved Biafrans, to this special event. It is absolutely necessary that we have this discourse. Standing on the promises of God and on truth. And on this divine project that we all are called upon at this moment in life, that we have to do this. Each and every one of us on different levels, for all living souls of Biafran blood in this time, this moment in life, we are here. We are called upon to not only do the needful, but to do or go beyond it. That's the reason why we are here. And we know very well, amongst all the people, amongst all of us that are fighting for this cause, this great cause, there's no greater cause than this cause that we have found ourselves and God has appointed us to do. And amongst these people here, amongst all the Biafrans, we have a supreme leader, Ahmadike, who has given his life and beyond. He's given his parents, he's given himself, and he has been promised priceless items that he said that no, that the Lord sent him for this. And no amount of money or any gold or silver or diamond can equal this freedom that he's fighting for. And sometimes I look at some of us and then I wonder, are we really thinking the way he's thinking? Are we really walking on the path that he's walked? And even at this moment, he's still not bulging. That's a unique human being. Perhaps, no wonder, most of us call him the Savior. We know that Christ came to save us, but Ahmadike came to free us from the slavery and bondage of this monumental bondage that we found ourselves, that as ancestors and our great-grandparents have been held and now is passed on to us. Can you examine your heart? Can you examine your mind? Do you really think of this freedom the way our Supreme Leader, Ahmadike, thinks of it? We all know at a certain time he wondered. When it became tough, especially when we, those that are following him, maybe Ayarepo, then he wonders. We heard him cry. He said that he cried in the dark, and then he came out in the open also to tell the Lord, "Asa na win is agara m asị, "Elee ihe o jiri dịrị otu a? Send me some people to work with me." He only asked for just few people, 100 men. 100 men in Biafra, where we have perhaps close to 100 million people. He was just looking for 100 men. And what is that? Those that do some arithmetic or statistics, I would like somebody to do that. Perhaps that might be 0.01%. And it doesn't even seem like he was able to find that 100. So that might be actually 0.001. That's a challenge to all of us. Can you do more than what you're doing? Is there anything? Because in any household or in any family, everyone has a duty. The one that you're carrying on your hand, the one you're carrying at your back, the one that is working, each and everyone has a little thing that they could do. And when it comes to you and you're not able to do that or fulfill that, you know you failed in your responsibility or your obligation. So we must always remember that. He is there now, and then he's still not giving up. Our Prime Minister, Obatobie, the one as Supreme Being told us to listen and follow. Many of us are doing so. What about those that are not? Do they have a different understanding from what he told us to do? Do they have a different understanding from those of us that are seeing this thing, that see the need? Do they have a different understanding? Perhaps, yes, because human beings do not all think in the same way. Some have linear thinking. They cannot digest things or think critically. So sometimes in our midst, we have those in the families and in any organization or in any club. But what it is that we ask Nankbaraki Sahai. So Ahai and then our thoughts are the same thing. So sometimes we have to listen to see where we have gone wrong, and then to regroup yourself, and then perhaps you can see the light. We are here today because of our Prime Minister. If you look at this flyer, it says alert, Prime Minister Simon Ekpas Appeal case, plot against the PM. We have a leader, Her Excellency Dr. Ngozi Arabeze, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Chief of Staff, and the acting head of state for the United States of Biafra, USB, who is on the leadership with the cabinet. And from the inception when she took over this, she promised that she would always, always let Biafrans know the truth. And that's what we're here on one of those occasions today, to give you an update of what is happening. Like I say, every time, Biafrans are blessed to have Dr. Ngozi Arabeze in the leadership of this Biafran cause of freedom and survival. A lot of time in this cabinet, I've asked some people, I say, who amongst you can do what she's doing? You raise your hand and then perhaps you can take over. It's not everyone that has the guts, the courage, the intelligence, the wisdom, the professional knowledge to do things and execute it. Always in Igbo. Of course, I know a lot of times. I na na-agbara nwa obere ọnụ anyị. Sometimes na ndị gba ọtọ ha na-agbara nwa obere ọnụ ha. Sometimes in the market square on the street, anaghị yagharị. But this is really a very, very serious case, what we are dealing with. Dr. Ngozi Arabeze is calling upon Biafrans today so that we could have a discourse to update you on the status of things. Your Excellency, before I call you, there's somebody here, even before we started, that been raising their hands. I think that person is in the name of Ronald King. Is there a Ronald King here? This guy didn't even let us to start. And then I was wondering whether he's going to wait for us to finish this. He said on the chat section, Christopher, I have a very important thing to confess. So I just think perhaps we could hear this person. Mm-hmm. Ronald King, are you here? If you're here, can you please raise your hand? Is he here? Can anyone help me check? Ronald King, can you raise your hand if you're here? What is it that you want to say that you didn't just want us to start even before you started raising your hand and then saying that you have something? Ronald King, are you here? If you're not here, perhaps when you're ready, you let me know. So we would like to hear that confession. So in continuation, Her Excellency, I call upon you at this moment to address the beloved Biafrans all over the world that are listening at this moment. Thank you very much, Agumwan. You're welcome. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Famdi. Thank you so very much. Thank you, Famdi, for that opening speech. Thank you so much for what you do every day. Just like you said, sometimes people do not know what the leadership of the nation does behind the scene every day to make sure things are moving, to make sure that we are successful as a new nation. Sometimes it's not easy. I've been in a meeting for almost, I'm just coming from a 4 hours meeting.
I know.
In response to the progress of our nation. And we are threading where angels cannot go. We are doing marvelously well. So I thank you so much for that, your speech, and for what you do every day to ensure that
the DPM, can you please mute everyone? Mute everyone.
Okay, everyone is muted.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So again, I thank you so much for what you do every day. I thank Honorable Christopher for what he does also from his own end to make sure that we are doing the right thing. Welcome, Biafrans and friends of Biafrans, men and gentlemen, and the ladies from the press. I welcome everyone. I welcome
the cabinet members. I welcome all the 40 state governors and their commissioners. I thank everyone for what they do. I welcome their friends from all walks of life. Thank you for devoting your time to be here at this special update. This update is to ensure that every Biafran that matters, all our allies that are involved, they have an update on what is going on in the building of our new nation. Before I proceed, I want to use this opportunity to recognize our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpas, and our leader, Onyedum Nnamdi, both of whom are currently being incarcerated by the Nigerian state and the Finland government for no crime of theirs. They've not committed any crime. The Nigeria state colluded with Finland to remove our prime minister. If they have an avenue to kill him, they will kill him, because the Nigerian state is currently requesting for the killing of our prime minister. The Nigerian state has also requested for the killing of Nnamdi Kanu, our leader. So what we are doing is a very, very, very serious business. Sometimes we forget. But I want to remind everyone listening to me that every Biafran has been signed up for elimination by the Nigeria state. Every Biafran, regardless of who you are. You have been mapped out for elimination by the Nigeria terrorist state. Regardless of where you are in the world, regardless of the state you reside in, inside Nigeria or in Biafra territory. That is why the Biafran people are just seeking to live and seeking to protect their nation, which was declared in Lahti, Finland on November 29, 2024, after 50 million Biafrans, through a self-referendum, voted to exit Nigeria peacefully. They converged in Finland on November the 29th and declared the independence in the name and title of the United States of Biafra. We redeclared the Republic of Biafra, which was a nation between 1967 and 1970. So we have always been a nation before we were invaded by the Nigerian state. And we went through this brutal war between 1967 and 1970. That war ended with the declaration of no victor, no vanquish. But everything that have existed between 1967 and 1970 and more is currently existing not only in Nigeria, but in our new nation, the United States of Biafra. The Nigerian politicians and the Nigerian government, they are ready to wipe out every Biafran to ensure the new nation does not stand. That is exactly what they are doing now. Killing with impunity, invading with impunity, forcefully removing innocent Biafrans, locking them up in jails across Nigeria and across Biafra land without trial. trampling on the fundamental human rights of Biafrans with impunity, burning our homes, destroying our farmlands, bringing in the reintegrated terrorists they acquired to invade Biafra land, recruiting the reintegrated terrorists into the Nigerian military and the police, equipping them with AK-47 to go after Biafrans and kill all of them, as long as they are talking about the new nation. They do not want Biafrans to leave Nigeria. But it's too late. No one, no country, no organization, no individual born of a woman can stop the new nation, which was declared on November 29, 2024 in Lahti, Finland. The preparation for our declaration, Nigeria tried to stop it. That was why they colluded with Finland to take away the Prime Minister of the United States of Biafra, Simon Ekpas, 2 weeks before our declaration in Finland. Because Finland, they got their independence. They know what fighting for freedom means. They know what having their own nation, they know the meaning of that. They knew that the declaration of the United States of Biafra will be a new beginning for the 80 million Biafrans that have vowed and the 50 million that voted to exit Nigeria. During the preparation for our declaration, the Finland embassy in different parts of the world approved the diplomatic rights between Biafra and Finland. Some of the United States of Biafra citizens that traveled from different parts of the world, like our Secretary of Education, Dr. Walewe, that traveled from Kenya. Finland embassy approved the documents submitted by the United States of Biafra government to Finland to allow her to go to Finland for the declaration of the United States of Biafra. The Finland embassy in Kenya has those official documents. They approved her visa to travel to Finland for the declaration of the new nation. So also different countries, any country in the world that approved one single Biafran to travel to Finland for the declaration of our independence, you cannot withdraw that back. So today, we are having this emergency alert to update our allies, Biafrans, of the danger Finland continues to pose. Finland's citizens continue to pose to the lives of Biafrans. By being loyal to their government in detriment to any other thing. Before I proceed, I'm going to call on Honorable Christopher, if you're here, and Honorable Uche, if you are here, to highlight to Biafrans the changes that the Finland government has made within these past few months to ensure that they kill our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpas. the changes are geared towards establishing rules that will make it easy and maybe legal for them to extradite our prime minister from Finland to Nigeria, where he's going to be killed. All of us are fully aware that once our prime minister, Simon Ekpas, sets his foot inside Nigeria, the Nigeria terrorist state will murder him. They will kill him. Even in that plane, they will arrange to use to transport him. They will kill him. There are no two ways about that. It is clear. All of us witnessed how the Nigeria terrorist state sentenced our leader Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu to kill him. They call it killing. Probably it would have been by firing squad or by hanging. That was the judgment that was delivered to Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. But during the reading of that judgment, Nigeria state said they did not want to kill Nnamdi Kanu. They did not want to sentence him to kill because of the world reaction, because of what the world will say. They don't want to sentence him to death. And that death would have been by firing squad or by hanging. And because of that, the judge, they said that, is on social media. That is the only reason why they are sentencing him to life imprisonment. Life imprisonment. Their choice, the Nigerian terrorist choice for every Biafran is to eliminate and humiliate them and kill them, starting with Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. What is the crime for Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu? What crime did he commit? No crime except pursuing for the freedom of his people. He has not committed any crime. The Nigerian state has been killing thousands of Biafrans on a daily basis. They murder many Christians on a daily basis. Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. Not even one single crime. Nigeria state colluded and kidnapped Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria and hanged him. When I use the word hanged him, that is what is in the mind of Nigeria President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the Nigerian politicians. What they wanted is to hang Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu publicly. So when I use that word, it's metaphorical to explain to you, anyone listening to me, that is what they want to do to him. But during the judgment, they said they are not going to sentence him to life, to death, because the world will react. So make no mistake. If you see Nnamdi Kanu trying to save his life, they already have that rope on his neck. It's just the time to pull it. And what was his crime? What crime has he committed? He only told the Nigeria state, stop killing my people. Allow them to be free. We are Christians. We do not want to reintegrate with people, with terrorists that you bring into Nigeria. Let my people go. We want to start rebuilding our life from the scratch, where the Nigerian terrorist state has left us. That was his only crime. And because of that crime, they publicly hang him. And when I say hang, I'm using that metaphorical. That is their plot. They couldn't hang him because according to Nigerian state, according to Tinubu, if they hang Onyedin Nnamdi publicly, the world will react. That was the only thing that stopped them from hanging me. But the and to every Biafran is death by hanging. That is what the Nigerian politicians want on every single Biafran. That same judgment was what they want to carry out. Now, Nigeria is
This meeting is being recorded. This meeting is being recorded.
Used by the Nigerian state. They bribe them. And once they give them so much money, houses, cars, they abandon the pursuit for the legitimate nation of Biafra until the United States of Biafra government came into existence. The United States of Biafra cabinet members, the United States of Biafra people at this time, 99.9% of them are unbribable. Unbribable. That was why we restored our new nation. There's still about 1% or less than 0.5% that could be bribed. That is a game changer. That has changed the face of the struggle at this time. And that is why we are so successful in what we do every day. So I'm going to call on Honorable Christopher to highlight us on those changes the Finland government has made between December or November 2025. Yeah, within a short line to make their law accommodate the killing of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpas. And when I say killing, it doesn't have to be just straight killing. Any move to forcefully move any Biafran into Nigeria outside their wish will result to their death. That is what the Nigerian state does. Thousands of indigenous Biafrans have been murdered, have been killed. There are reports from several organizations, from Amnesty International, from different world bodies, from the Jihad Watch. Thousands of Biafran Christians have been murdered by the Nigerian state. Thousands of indigenous Christians are murdered as we speak every single day by the Nigerian state. This morning, early yesterday, in Kwara State, of Nigeria. Over 170 indigenous innocent children, women, men, mothers, innocent children that have not committed any crime were murdered in Kwara State this morning by the terrorists reintegrated into Nigeria by President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, and the Nigerian politicians. Ask me, what is a crime of this 170? The killing, the massacre, the murder of people, indigenous Nigerians, has become, is turning to a point where it's like a norm. You will hear 500 murdered here, 300 murdered, 200 Christians kidnapped from their church, 200 children kidnapped, killed, 500, 400 undergraduates in their dormitory kidnapped into the bushes, 500, thousands killed in Ehamufu. The other day in the state of Edda, over 50 has been murdered. The continuous giving of land to the reintegrated terrorists by the Nigerian state has resulted into these killings, because what they do is they go to different communities, indigenous quiet communities of innocent indigenous Nigerians and Biafrans, and give landed property to these terrorists they reintegrate. That is how they assimilate them into different communities in the whole Nigeria and in Biafra land. Nigeria former Defense Secretary Christopher Musa, he said it publicly, how they reintegrate non-terrorists into the Nigeria peaceful communities. Publicly, most of us heard when he explained how they have to sort between the dangerous terrorists and the non-dangerous terrorists. And then the dangerous ones are kept somewhere. The non-dangerous ones are reintegrated into the communities on the demand of the communities to protect them. All that are lies.